Prince of Wales? Yeah, right. That's what it says. By appointment to the Prince of Wales.
It's Scotch.
So?
What does Scotland have to do with Wales?
What is the malt Scotch whiskey? I feel like the Welsh people it was distilled and bottled in Scotland. What does this have to do with the Prince of Wales?
The Scotch don't speak Welsh. Why are the Scotch praising the Welsh?
I don't know. Kind of looks like penises, like penis flowers. Can you see?
Do you know what a penis looks like?
No, you won't show me. Well, it's just the head of it looks like it.
It looks like an upside down penis head.
Thank you. All right, I'll stop fixating on this then. I
think that we're both okay.
Well, that's all we can ask for. We're not going to be great.
We're not going to be great.
We're grieving and we're tired.
There's 100 podcasts.
Yeah.
And we're just one amongst the 100.
Just 100 though, so easy to scale that.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't care. Who cares? Nope. We don't need listeners. We don't even need listeners who call us. We just need ourselves.
Yep. All right. Well, remember, you can guess what we saw. We saw something. And if you can guess what it is, you will win a $500 Visa gift card. So submit your guesses at ohyeahbigtime.tv/guess. Read the official rules and also call and leave us a voicemail at 802-870-6928. We will never answer the phone.
Ever.
You'll leave a voicemail. You'll ask for advice, financial advice, commentary on something we said. You'll say, "Oh, I think you said this, and I think this is different." And we'll play it on the air, and you'll we'll talk to you.
I like how we always say we can give them financial advice. We're not qualified to do that at all.
That's exactly why I want to do that.
But it sounds fun.
So
ask us about money, because we're not good. We're not good at spending money.
We're bad at money.
So you just take the opposite of what we say.
We're pretty much bad at everything. So call and ask us for advice.
Do the opposite of what we say, and then it's really great advice.
Yes.
So try it. Just try it.
And welcome to Oh Yeah Big Time. This episode is brought to you by air compressors at the gas station. Is your tire running low on air? Well, fuck you. All of the gas stations in your area have teamed up to ensure that every air compressor is either broken, somewhat broken, or there's just an empty concrete slab where the air compressor used to be. Air compressors at the gas station. Go fuck yourself. All right.
They make a stressful situation much more stressful.
I don't get how they're all broken.
They are. I don't know. I've only used them like twice.
Did they work?
I don't know.
Yeah, you just held it up and hoped it did something.
That's where I'm really stupid.
Well, it's officially winter now. It's officially cold. And what happens when it's cold? The air in your tires says, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I am less than I used to be. So we have this little like portable air pump, and so I went to go fill the tires because turn on the car and it's got the little flat tire icon, which I don't get why. If it knows which tire is, if it knows that a tire is flat, it knows which tire is flat.
It knows the direction.
Just tell me so I don't have to go running around guessing all the time. I know the newer cars do that. We have a 2015 car.
Yeah, apparently that's ancient.
So I'm going around, I'm filling all the tires, and I'm checking to see which one, and they're all a little bit low, but none of them so far could have been the culprit yet. Finally, I get to the last one. That's the one, of course. And then this little air pump thing, it has a gauge on it, and it's just shooting through the roof all of a sudden. So I'm worried that this thing's going to explode.
Yeah.
Because that can happen.
Can it?
Yeah, there's like videos, like news stories of like a man at a local car wash died after the air compressor exploded.
Died?
I mean, yeah, that's highly pressurized. If that thing explodes, it's turning the shell of the compressor into bullets that are going through every part of you.
Is it like the Titanic? that went down. That's how I picture it looking. You know.
Oh,
the
you mean like
Titanic
the
crew.
submarine?
Yeah,
It's
is it
like
like
that
that?
in reverse. Yes.
Okay. I feel like you should be able to sue for something. Doesn't that affect a lot of people if that happens?
It can, yeah.
Shooting bullets everywhere.
Absolutely.
Gasoline. What do they do to maintain that? How do I know? This is one more thing not to trust.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's terrifying.
Well, how do you know? You just gamble it every time?
Every time. It's a gamble.
I don't like that.
Because what
at all.
happened, these air compressors, condensation builds up inside, it sinks to the bottom rusts, and over time it weakens, and then one day, kabloofum.
Well, I don't like this at all.
So, yeah, those are scary. I mean, it's not common.
But it can happen.
But it can happen. So all of a sudden, this little thing's pegging out at 180, and if it did explode, it probably wouldn't kill me, but it would hurt bad, and I'd have to go to the hospital or something. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm over this. I leave. I go to a gas station. I go to fill up with I get to the pump, the air pump thing, and it seems to be working fine. It's a card one, so I swipe the card. Nothing. It's just still like, welcome. And maybe it's that card. So I try a different card. Still nothing. So then I drive over to another gas station to use the pump. And this one takes quarters.
Yeah.
Who has a quarter? Who has a quarter?
I have a whole bag somewhere, but
But you don't keep that with you.
no, maybe we should for this very stressful situation. Why do they have quarters? I don't even know how to get a quarter besides going to the quarter arcade.
Right. If you go to an arcade, you can get quarters. Other than that, no one has a quarter.
Huh. So what'd you do? Keep moving?
So then I go to a different gas station. And it has a sign that says air compressor or air. And so I'm like driving around the gas station trying to figure out where the air is. No, there's not. I can't find it. It's nowhere. So I'm so pissed at this point that I just get in the car, get on Amazon, and buy a new air pump.
Oh, is that what that is upstairs?
Yes.
The big yellow
Yeah.
thing?
DeWalt.
Ah.
Got quality.
You're glad this happened secretly to add to your manly
My manly arsenal of tools.
yellow.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I am, and this
You're
one's
smiling.
this one's battery powered, so I can just stick a battery into this pump. I don't have to run with cords and plug in cords and run and
Yeah.
detangling. It's not long enough. Yeah, I don't have to deal with that.
You're like a pretty chill dude, but tangled extension cords. Lord
I
help
get
us all.
so mad.
Yeah.
I start
Which
just
I get.
pulling it as tight as I possibly can because I just need like another foot.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to have to retrace this cable and start winding wires and cables and ends through loops and holes and figuring out how to untangle. I just need to put some air in the tire. Not even that much. This shouldn't have to be a big to-do. So got the wireless portable one, and this should never be a problem
Did it
again.
work? It worked?
Well, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
No, but it's DeWalt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've used them once or twice, but I don't know anything. I'm just Googling the PSI, or is that a mortgage thing?
No, that's that.
PSI?
Yeah. Pressure per square
It's
inch.
very scary. I didn't know the machine could blow up. I just expect my own tires to blow up because I would overfill them.
Both could happen.
I hate cars.
Well, winter is such a bad time of year that even the air in the tires, like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm going to go migrate.
I'm literally
With the birds.
less than I used to be.
Yeah, there's something profound there, I think.
I think when you're younger, there's a certain appeal to winter.
Winter's fun.
When you're younger, it seems magical.
Well, you can get out of school here.
Yeah. I also think like movies and TV shows, they like romanticize
Yes.
winter. It seems like, oh, I get to wear scarves and coats
And gleefully
and a beanie.
sled, you know?
Isn't that cute?
You get to ice skate without getting your throat slit by
An opponent.
Yeah, it's just a peaceful time with very delicate, sprinkly snowflakes.
It's not though.
Yeah.
In real life, going outside when it's winter is an errand. It's a thing.
terrible.
It's like a to-do.
There's a lot of bundling and a lot of swearing.
Especially all summer long, I've been wearing what I call my sexy boy booty shorts.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
These are like 3-4 inch inseam shorts
They're nice.
And I really like them. And I wore them constantly around the house, mowing the lawn in the backyard. And my lower stuff would be falling out sometimes. It was great.
Don't even care.
Don't even care.
That's what it is to be married and to have a backyard.
Right. Just dick out mowing the lawn. Just flopping out of my shorts.
They're very sensual shorts.
But now I can't even wear those in the house because it's so cold.
Well, you just turn it up. All you have to do is look at that liquor bottle and you'll get going.
That's true.
You look at those flowers.
Look at the penis head flowers.
Yeah. And read about the Prince of Wales and you'll be in booty boy baby shorts in no time.
Yeah.
Winter's terrible.
And that's that. Winter, it's too cold to wear your sexy boy booty shorts.
It just makes you sad.
It does. It makes me
The
sad.
acronym for sad is actually sad.
Excuse you?
Seasonal affective disorder. It's depression in the winter, and the acronym is SAD. What are the chances? Well, they probably
made it like that.
But still, you get sad with SAD.
Yeah, I'm
dark
still
at 4:00.
This was yesterday, the whole air pump thing, and I'm still calming down from that.
Yeah.
It's just like, what's the point of living in a city if all of the perks are broken?
They're broken, and there's no accountability because everyone's too big to. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Yeah, and like if you go up to the gas station, if you swipe it and it doesn't turn on and it charges you, what can you do?
You have no recourse.
What are you gonna do? Go inside and, hey, I swiped at the thing and it's not turning on. They'll just be like,
I cannot do anything.
So did you leave yet?
Yeah. Or if it blows up, they don't care. I mean, it's going to go to Twitter, so it goes to corporate, and then that becomes a thing. But whoever's at the counter does not care of anything outside of the vicinity of their...
Yeah, they're like, I can't... If you're not at a pump, don't talk to me.
Yeah. I'm glad you found some solution towards it. Well, despite, sounding a bit on edge and irritated, we're actually in a much better headspace than last week.
That's true,
Last week, it would be hard to classify that as a comedy podcast. We're sorry.
Last week was a dark time, but...
I won't re-listen to it. I'm like, this is a bad... What have we done?
We'll delete it. We'll just delete it.
That's number 10.
That we can't, yeah.
So this could be number 10. I'm embarrassed.
This is 10.5.
It's a very revealing episode. But I think this week we're doing better.
It's been a whole week since last week, so we're completely over everything that was sad.
Because we went to the ocean. Hit it.
We are not sad anymore.
Cheers to you.
We're not sad.
Without you, the puzzle's incomplete.
It's been a whole week, so.
Yeah. We went to... We don't know how to say it. Yachats?
It's spelled Yachats.
Yachats.
But they think that you pronounce it Yachats.
Yachats.
It's Yachats.
What else is it? What else does that? What else makes that sound? Where CH is a hot. Yachats. Yachats.
Challah bread?
I'm freaking out.
Is it Jewish?
I don't think so.
Is challah bread Jewish?
I don't know. It sounds to be. Sure.
That's probably why I think that.
Yeah. So maybe it's a Jewish town. Can you say that?
No. But yeah, Yachats is a little beach town in Oregon, and we went there.
It's so charming. There's 1,006 people precisely.
And how do they know? That's got to be wrong.
Know.
They should say 1,000 and do it in increments of at least 100. Because just by sheer numbers, people have died, people have been born.
Nobody knows what's going on in Yachats. But there's roughly 1,006 people-ish. It's just so little and quaint, there's not even a gas station there. So you have to, travel to the gas station.
Which is a good... So in Oregon, apparently no one told them that it's not 1962 anymore.
What?
And they still have gas station attendants.
Oh, I don't mind.
I mind.
You do mind. I don't know.
Having a gas station attendant, it's the equivalent of going up to a vending machine and some lady waddles out and says, "How can I help you?" It's like, you can leave and let me do the easiest thing in the world.
But then she wouldn't have a job.
She could, good, fine. It's good. Get a different job. Get a different, if your job is something that literally every other state does on their own, then you should find a better job.
We don't live in Sweden. Those people aren't taken care of. So the Walmart man technically doesn't do a whole lot.
They even have these little like gas station attendant troll booths in between all the pumps. There's a little toll booth where the gas station attendant person rests while people aren't getting gas.
Yeah, I just don't like the feeling of like sort of. It feels like a servant.
Right.
Like
I don't like that.
Like
I don't.
go in and
what
watch
if it's
YouTube
what if it's busy? Do you have to wait for the gas station attendant to help the other people?
Well,
that would be insane.
Yeah, I read. I think small towns don't have to do it, which seems backwards, right? Like high traffic would be better to not have.
100%.
I don't know. I like it.
That's why I didn't get gas before returning the rental car.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't want to deal with that. I'll pay more. I don't want to deal with these people.
Well, don't be mad at the people.
I'm not mad at the people, but I don't want to deal.
These people.
What is that interaction even like? Like, what happens? Do you get out of the car? Do you swipe your own card? Do you tell them you want unleaded gas?
Tried it to see what it's like.
Do you tip them? There's too many uncertainties.
Probably just.
And I can't learn all this in 5 seconds. I'll just not get the gas.
They just probably say, "Can I take your card?" And then they take. What if someone pretends to be a gas station attendant and they just take your card?
Sir, can I take your card? All right.
I don't know. I think it's a great scheme.
That's my only complaint of Oregon. Get rid of the gas station attendants.
Do they have sales tax?
I have no idea.
I feel like they don't. I don't know.
You just feel like that?
Every time I went shopping, it wasn't even, there was no cents. Like 100, even. So that's nice.
How about bring the sales tax, get rid of the attendants, pay the attendants with the sales tax. Then we're done.
We don't even need gas when we live in Yachats. So I'd rather have the even numbers. Get rid of coins. Get rid of quarters.
But they don't have a gas station in Yachats, so I didn't even have to concern myself with this.
Yeah. They have a dispensary, which I was impressed. And then there's like a little store called the Yachats Video Country Store. I was like, what's that? So they said, did you see that place?
No.
Well, they sell organic produce.
Oh.
And rent DVDs. All in one place. One of the top reviews says, I love renting DVDs from a good selection. The service is rad, the food is high quality, and the baby is adorable.
So you can rent as good as it gets and get some organic broccoli.
There's a baby. Like, we have a thrift store that has like a cat, like.
Wait, I think what you said was so insane to me that it didn't even register in my head. What about a baby?
The thrift store has a cat. If you look at the reviews of the thrift store here, people are like, I like the cat.
But what's this baby?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. The service is rad, the food is high quality, and the baby is adorable. So I'm wondering if the baby is the cat.
Do they have a baby?
Well, because it doesn't sound like.
Did they have a cat?
No. I'm just using that as a parallel of what I assume to be the baby. It's not like the owner's baby, like the owner's baby was. It just says the baby. It sounds like the video.
The service is rad. It says this on the sign.
I love rent. No, this is a review.
Oh, this is. Okay.
That would be so crazy. That's why you were scared.
That is. I thought it was like Video Country Store. The service is rad, the food is high quality, and the baby is adorable.
That would be that explains your face. Okay.
So I was confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what a great place. You can be renting DVDs. I think that's lovely.
I personally think they should get rid of that part of the business.
No.
Because nothing that there's like offering as far as DVDs go isn't way easier to obtain on the internet.
But what? It's like you wanting your complaints about Spotify versus downloading stuff on the iPod. You have to get the DVD. That's a process. It's nice. You don't just go onto Netflix and hit play. You earn your DVD.
That's okay.
There's a surprising amount of reviews that talk about the DVD
I just don't know who would have something to play a DVD on now.
Yeah.
Like
Besides like an Xbox.
I saw an ad for Oppenheimer on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
I don't know. Because I don't even know if the consoles have CD.
Right, yeah.
Huh. I don't know. I don't know.
Who are they talking to? Oppenheimer on Blu-ray? Blu-ray is very 2005. Was Blu-ray around then?
How is DVD? That's even a step further.
Blu-ray. When did Blu-ray happen? 2006. Okay. So, yeah, that's over.
Maybe they have DVDs and Blu-rays there. I don't know. I'd like to go there next time.
We'll go.
But we spent...
And we'll see the adorable baby.
I would love to see who's probably going to be a toddler by the time we see it. Not so cute.
What if it's just like a baby
animatronic
frozen in epoxy resin?
Ooh. That'd be
And
cool.
it's just permanently adorable.
Yeah, is that illegal to have a... What if it was already dead?
I mean, if I died and I wanted to be embalmed in epoxy resin...
Yeah.
Is
it's
that
a way
is
to
that legal?
immortalize you.
Yeah.
I think you should have a right. My body, my choice.
Yes.
Said the baby.
My body, my choice. Put me in epoxy resin.
Yeah. Well, I think we spent most of our time we were very lucky to be in a house on the beach. The Oregon Quiet Beach where nobody is.
No.
It's just empty.
I went on runs, I don't know, 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And most of those runs, I saw a maximum of 5, 6 people.
You came back a different man.
Yeah, I did. Let me tell you something. So I run a lot. I go to the gym and I run on the treadmill. And I've never really thought about because I've also run through the neighborhood and run up the street and all that. And I've never really had a preference. I'm not I hate running. And people get all upset for running. I get bored running on a treadmill. I'm just standing. I never even felt like that at all. But running on the beach, I've never done that before. Life-changing.
You said you found God.
I did. I was running and and just look, the waves are crashing and the wind is blowing against me and the sand is dancing in the wind across the beach. And yeah, it was absolutely beautiful, spiritually moving.
Didn't you say you matched the speed of the wind?
I did. So it's fun because when you're running against the wind, it is harder.
Yeah.
Because the wind is tough. La resistance. And then turning around and running sort of with the wind, you can feel it lighter. But then towards the end of my runs, I sprint and I get my heart rate up to zone 5. But when I was sprinting, I was running at the same pace of the wind, so everything went quiet. And that's when I found God.
That sounds beautiful. Or eerie. Eerily beautiful.
No, it wasn't eerie. It was just purely beautiful. It was amazing to be so out of breath and so tired, but to be in this stillness, one with nature, so much so that I am moving with the wind.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
You came back with twinkles in your eyes.
Yeah, and I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I literally said out loud while I was doing that, I was like, what are we doing? Why are we in these cities? We're surrounded by people. We're surrounded by all these. You can't have a thought without a car driving by.
No. It's poison.
It's terrible.
I don't know what happened. It's since birth, I feel like we've been programmed to hate small towns.
It's true.
To be they're weird.
They're weird. They're stupid.
Unsocialized creatures. It's always if you're a real grown-up, you'll move to New York City and be with the people.
Yeah.
It's what? No.
And I used to love New York City.
Sure.
And I still have nostalgia for it.
I can go there for a week.
but to be there all the time is an insane thing. If you're living in a big city, you're a stupid person. And that includes me.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not in a big city, but
it's bad for your brain.
It's bad for your brain. It's bad for your body. You're breathing in fumes and chemicals and bullshit.
Yeah.
You don't want to be here.
No.
There's no convenience that is worth what you have to go through just to exist.
But they're always talking about, we're social creatures and we've evolved to be in our tribes and we need to be around people. And if you live in the middle of nowhere, then you don't have people. And then you're not going to be fulfilled because you don't have people.
I think you just need to know like 7 people. You need to know 7 people. 2 of those you need to see once per month.
Yeah, you don't need access to the 7 people.
Right.
You just need to know their name.
3 of them you can see once a year.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 you can see daily. And that'll be your family.
It's like, and I love everyone, but yeah, I don't want to be here. I don't even need to be on the beach. That's a big ask. That's maybe not the most attainable. I could do in a tent. Tent's hard because the bathroom.
No, I could not do a tent.
I do like there's a balance somewhere.
You can have a house and be rural.
Yeah. Because I'm over it. I'm sick. Like everything. I was in such a place of zen when we were there. It took me a while to adjust, to decompress from my normal life, right?
Right.
It was a place of zen, and then I just see myself increasingly become more and more irritated the longer we're coming home, and I'm conscious of it, and I knew this was going to happen when we were, leaving, and I was like, I'm going to retain this peace because I'm in such a good place, and I'm going to maintain this perspective, but the world, I can't take it anymore.
When you're out in nature, all you can think is, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
When you're not in nature, all you can think is about the news and
where you have
keeping up with the Joneses.
HOAs telling you to mow your grass and have your mailbox a certain color instead of just looking at the grass or something. Yeah, I don't it's tough for me. I don't know what I'm going to do. What are we going to do? It's a discussion for another day, but it's definitely a different way of life, and I really like it. It was like when we first got there, I was like old me, which is now me still old.
You've reverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old me. Oh, excuse me.
Couldn't hear it. Don't even bring attention to it.
Okay. Old me, like at the gym. Old me, before we went, was like scrolling through the internet reading, because it's like Sam Altman was fired from OpenAI.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
He made the company.
That's how I'm like, Steve Jobs, and like I'm all like, blah. And then we go there and I'm like, Dad, did you hear that Sam Altman was fired, but now Microsoft's picking him up? And what does it mean for OpenAI? And then at the end of the week, we're like, that is so fucking crazy that we ever care about that.
It's so meaningless.
It's so stupid. It's insane.
I'm not gonna be on my deathbed with moments left to live. Like, son, come closer. Can you hear me, son? I have something I've always wanted to tell you. Sam Altman was fired from OpenAI, and Microsoft hired him. And then OpenAI wanted to hire him back, but Microsoft... And the son's like, Dad? What was he going to say? What was it? Dad, no! Like, you're not going to care about these things.
You just took me to a place. I don't want you to ever get old or die.
I won't.
Please don't ever
I'll
do
always
that.
be the same like this.
Thank you. That was very immersive. Scene you said. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It's like,
like, no, you can't. If you can't change it, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And like, if it doesn't matter, then none of this matters even a little bit. Like, if you can't do anything to change what the news is talking about, like spending all your worry warts on worrying about this thing is pointless. You only have so many worry warts in your pocket to spend it on the news. If you and everyone you know turned off your phones and your TVs and your computers, the things that you'd never know about, those things aren't worth your worry warts.
Yes.
Like, and sure, like, there's a threshold, right? There are very important things, but if you can't do anything about it, well, you can't sit here and be sad about it all the time.
Yeah. 14-year-old me would be like, this is what I hate. This is why I was so angry as a 14-year-old, this attitude, right? It's like nobody gives a shit about anything. All these horrible things are happening. And then it's like, okay. Like as you age, you can care, but also not care because I don't have the bandwidth for it. And it's,
We're here once.
like, don't be an asshole and don't be an ignorant asshole.
There are atrocities happening that are sad.
I'm too tired for them.
But also, like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Get on Instagram.
You're going to be sad about it? Is that going to help?
No, it'll just take you to a dark place and make you talk about bad things on your podcasts.
Right.
Yeah. It's been good. This is a very real problem for me.
And if you can help in some way, cool, help. But you can't let it just consume you.
I mean, it's everywhere. It's Thanksgiving Day. I was having a great day, and we're very wholesome time. We flew kites, like on purpose.
Yeah, we flew kites.
And not like, oh, I'm gonna.
And can I just take a moment to say,
please?
You think that you know how to fly a kite? You don't. You don't know how to fly a kite.
Yeah, you were, because it was loud. You were yelling tension, because I didn't know how it worked.
I'm not just saying you, like.
Well, yeah.
And then there's a certain fear or there's an overwhelming sense of responsibility that comes with flying a kite.
Yes.
Because like I have to hold this thing, and it is 70 feet away from me in the air. And if I let go, it will go away far.
And it will poison the turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have lost my kite and my fun. So it's a magical experience. It teaches you lessons in responsibility. And physics. Yeah.
I mean, I was at first. It's like I'll do this because my mom got the kites, but then I'm like, holy shit! I can't wait to fly my next kite.
You did that for like an hour.
Yeah, it was great.
It was so fun.
I was such a shit-eating grin, just running around. Hi, look at this guy. It was great.
It's fun.
It was the most wholesome Thanksgiving, great time. And then I go on Instagram for a second, see friends post. No, that's not. And then I see there's a live video, from I think it was the Dolphin Project. So I'm like, what is the dolphin people saying on Thanksgiving? Because that's weird. It's live. So then I click on it because it is Thanksgiving. Not that it's like a holy day, but yeah. You just assume it's going to be related to that, and then I don't know exactly what was happening other than the Japanese were rounding up dolphins, presumably to be slaughtered. And it's just like, fuck, man. Like, I don't need, I already give them the money. That's my part.
Don't show me what's happening.
No, because now I'm like sad at Thanksgiving just thinking about dolphins being, and then it just takes me to a very bad place. And what does it do for me? So, you should be mindful of your decisions of what you eat and what you buy and your impact on the environment and others around you. And don't be an asshole, but also you can't, the dolphins are going to die. And do you want to be sad?
They're still going to kill dolphins to make lipstick or whatever they're doing. I don't know even, why would they even kill those things?
I don't remember. It's horrible.
Well, like Thanksgiving isn't even like the most sacred holiday. Frankly, it's kind of a boring holiday.
But it seems like it should be untouched.
Well, sure.
As far as dolphin slaughter.
I just mean compared to other holidays.
Oh, it's nonsense.
Like, get together, eat food. That's it.
People offer things, but it's mostly a holiday in family, but a lot of gluttony,
Yeah, get together, eat food, be tired. That's the holiday. And people always blame the turkey for being tired. They'll eat turkey sandwiches and turkey bacon and turkey burgers all throughout the year.
Yeah.
And they'll never get tired. But then all of a sudden they eat stuffing, gravy, mashed potatoes, ham, mashed potatoes, gravy, mac and cheese, green bean casserole, pumpkin pie, pudding, pecan pie, pudding, whipped cream, ice cream,
rolls.
And then they'll get tired and they'll be like, oh God, I'm so tired. And then like your 50-year-old aunt will pretend to be scientific and smart, and she'll come out and be like, it's because of the tryptophan in the turkey.
That's what I was always told.
No, it's not. It's because you just ate 4,000 calories in a 30-minute window, and your pancreas is panic punting insulin into your bloodstream, and your body is trying to shut you down to stop you from killing yourself. That's why you're tired.
That's a lot for the ant to remember.
It's not tryptophan. Tryptophan's an amino acid. It's an essential amino acid too. You get it through eating eggs and nuts, chicken. A lot of stuff has tryptophan in it because it's essential.
I didn't know that. I bought into the myth.
Yeah, it's not unique to turkey in any way.
It would make sense why when vegetarian years of Thanksgiving I still got very tired.
No, your dad's sleeping at 5 p.m. on a recliner because he just ate 2 days worth of calories in a 20-minute window. That's why people are sleeping on Thanksgiving.
What's going to happen, but we can't help it. It's pretty. I don't like it.
It's dark. When I was a kid, though, I could eat like 3 plates of food, and I would get big plates, and I would fill them with everything, stacked them.
That's awesome.
And I would woof it down, go back for seconds, woof that down, go back for thirds. Now I can eat like half of that plate.
Yeah.
Before I'm like, dying.
I like Thanksgiving. I like being with family and going. I like family. Like people get, it's not celebrating a particularly great thing. It's problematic, but no one's celebrating.
Well, it's Thanksgiving. We're not celebrating anything but being thankful.
Yeah.
It just so happened that the first one was bad.
It was a bad time.
That's all.
But everything.
After that, we're not thinking about the pilgrims. We're not thinking about genocide and that. Yeah. If we were like, thank you for the genocide. bow your heads and close your. Thank you for the genocide. Thank you for the beheadings of thousands of innocent people who were native to this land when we came over and took it for our own at the cost of blood. Thank you, Lord, for giving us this land despite our evil-doing ways. Amen. No one's thinking that.
Yeah, that would be much darker.
So if that's what we were celebrating, then I can see getting upset with Thanksgiving.
No, it's all just commercialized nonsense. No one's celebrating. Yeah. I guess Christmas people get like spiritual, but for the most part, no one's actually celebrating the thing. It's just all around the commercialization of it.
Well, holidays need gimmicks.
Yeah, because what else is there to do?
Like the formula is get together, consume something as a collective.
Yeah.
Plus unique gimmick. So get together plus consume something plus gimmick. That is the holiday formula. And that 4th of July, get together, eat food, fireworks. St. Patrick's Day, get together, drink alcohol, wear green.
Wear green as a collective.
Halloween, get together, eat candy, dress up like Crazy Plane Lady.
Yeah.
Christmas, get together, eat food, get presents.
And spend all your money.
And that's the formula. But Thanksgiving is it's barely trying. And it's too close to Christmas.
Yeah, it's really, they got to space them out. They're the 2 biggest holidays, and they really break the bank.
Like, we got to keep Halloween where it is.
Yeah.
Can't budge that one. Because it's All Hallows Eve. It's dependent on something. Thanksgiving is depending, we don't need to have it then.
No.
Let's just push it back to August.
Because then you have all this PTO that's not properly allocated throughout the year. All the good ones are at the very end of the year that you get to travel for.
It's true.
Yeah. Let's move it to March.
I mean, we could move Christmas, but that's a perfect time for that holiday.
Spend all your money, get presents you don't need, and then have resolutions and wipe it all clean.
I mean, I like Christmas. I really like Christmas.
I like Christmas.
I think I just like the decorations.
They're nice. like that little airport we went to that brought a smile upon my face.
And you don't see that little airport in Eugene, Oregon, they have these, like, it's like you're traveling back to the 90s. They have these
lovely.
decorations everywhere and like hand-painted paintings on the windows of Merry Christmas and Frosty and Santa and elves. It's fantastic.
Lovely.
But that stuff is fading. Like, you don't see that here.
No, and we don't do it. I really like them.
We got to put up Christmas lights.
We do.
I mean, by the time we're old, there will be no Christmas decorations, which means there will be no Christmas.
Yeah, if there, yeah.
As a kid, grocery stores, tire shops, any kind of anywhere, just downtown cities, Christmas decorations were everywhere.
Nutcrackers, mistletoes,
Santa, snowflakes, dangling ornaments. There were poinsettias and mistletoe everywhere.
That's nice.
It was very
Makes
nice.
me smile to even think about.
Like Google search like 90s Christmas grocery store. And then like image search that. Yeah, look at that. Click on that one that's the second row, third from the left. Yeah, that one.
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. That's what grocery stores looked like.
We can do a virtual tour, so maybe this is how we cope with the diminishing. Get out of here! No.
I just give it to them because it's so much easier.
No.
Just take my cookies.
I won't. Where's the virtual tour? These are just pictures with.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, this is nice though. Woolies, I hate being in here.
God, everything's an ad. Everything's a fucking ad.
It's insane. This is an insane. But that was a good example.
But yeah, I mean, you get the point.
Yeah.
No store looks like that now. They don't care.
No, and they start the Christmas music before Halloween, so that also cheapens it because then it's not Christmas because you haven't even had the Thanksgiving yet. The cadence is all wrong.
Yeah, now it's like one house with a strand of LED lights, and then like one guy behind the meat counter at the grocery store wearing a Santa hat, and that's it. And there's Christmas music playing, but that's the extent of the effort.
Maybe we should go a little nuts.
If we don't all try, it goes away. It will disappear. And the majority of you, if you don't care, then fuck you.
Technically, we don't care, and we're part of that group, but
we're gonna buy Christmas
better
lights.
than it.
We're gonna buy Christmas lights. We're gonna buy Christmas lights. I don't know. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to become one of those destinations where people come because there's a demand for it. The houses that really dress it up get like tourists. Remember the one we saw? I don't know where that was, but there's like cars,
Yeah, going
like
to see them.
Yeah, so maybe we become one of those.
Because it's increasingly novel.
Yeah, so you have to like
I
find them.
don't want to attract attention, but we can put up a strand of lights.
We'll put up 2 strands.
Yeah.
It's also just a really bad time. If you're feeling cynical about all of it, it's a bad time to come back from paradise and come back to Black Friday, which is the epitome of just all of it. But you remember was that last week?
No, that was we talked about Black Friday
ago.
a couple weeks ago.
Okay. A while ago, we argued about Black Friday.
You wanted to fight me.
I used those words. Do you want to fight? I used those words.
I was saying that Black Friday is largely a scam.
And I said no.
And you said no, it's not. This is the purest day.
Yeah, I said it's a part of who I am.
You did, yeah.
And it is. And I threatened to make a spreadsheet of prices at that time, November 4th, and then Black Friday. So I'm checking in on my spreadsheet, and I get to Best Buy. Not the Best Buy. So I was looking at AirPods on my spreadsheet, and I noticed something peculiar. If you could switch to my monitor.
All right.
On the left, we have the Wayback Machine for October 28th, where the AirPods are $199, and then to Black Friday they're $189, but it says save $60, so they're actually $10 cheaper, but it's saying you're saving $60, so you're like, that is a bargain.
Scam.
Yeah.
Because that's only saving $10. If you can buy them all year long at $199, and the Black Friday deal is $189, but they're purporting that it was $249. When was it $249? Best Buy, you piece of fucking shit.
I have another example that's worse. Basically, it's not. Yeah, it's worse.
Yeah, this is worse.
This is a MacBook Air, and it's the same. It's the same exact deal. It's just one says Black Friday deal about it.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, and I did a couple of those. I wanted to make a more comprehensive thing, but the Wayback Machine flagged. It stopped working, but and it's very slow because it's loading the whole internet.
Right.
But Best Buy, yeah, I found instances where the prices. I guess this didn't demonstrate it, but prices where the prices were higher now to make the discount the same prices. Exactly what you said.
Right. They're inflating prices. And they're saying that it's a Black Friday deal, and it's not. It's not there's no such thing as a Black Friday deal.
Moo.com, our favorite card creators who I would love to sponsor us, then we wouldn't have to spend so much money on Christmas cards. Please sponsor us next year. They have a true 25% off sale. And MeUndies.
Right, like the individual sites, maybe. But I even found instances where the individual sites are inflating their prices.
And now I hate them.
Yeah, and I won't buy their products again. Garden of Life.
Do you know who owns them?
Nestle, yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I was so excited to be mad. But then I remembered who I'm talking to, and you know. So I'm over here doing my spreadsheets, and then I was like, maybe I should just Google it to see, I don't know, I didn't start with that. I'm like,
what do you mean, like Google to see if that's a thing?
Yeah.
That people are talking about?
So I need to get to the bottom of this. And then there's a bunch of articles the deals aren't what they used to be. And then Wallet Hub it's a bad holiday. It's a bad year for holidays. Yeah, 35% of items at major retailers will offer no savings compared to their pre-Black Friday prices. A separate analysis said that 98% of the deals, but I looked at their data and it wasn't super great. But still, your point was very validated, and I'm sorry for threatening to fight you.
It's okay. It's one of those things where our whole life Black Friday was a big deal.
Yeah.
Growing up, you would go to Kmart and you get a TV
violence.
There was violence over these savings.
Gen Z won't know that.
They won't. People were trampled to death over these prices.
Is that an urban legend, or does that happen?
No, that you can find news stories of that early 2000s for sure.
What a way to go.
But I think it was slowly around when Cyber Monday became a thing. That's when they were like, wait a minute. We don't have to do anything different.
Yeah.
We'll just say it's a sale and they'll buy more stuff.
And the AirPods are $60 off. I can't believe it. And now I'm just like, God damn it, how much money have I spent over the past years on Black Friday when I wasn't saving money? I mean, I guess you get the high of the sale.
Sure, but you're not actually saving any money. And now what they'll do is Black Friday starts before Black Friday.
Oh, yeah.
It extends through Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is a week or two, or until Christmas even.
It's just 3-4 weeks of bullshit fake sales.
They should just call it Christmas season time.
Yeah.
It's not a sale.
Barely discount Christmas season
Cyber
time.
Monday isn't real. Black Friday isn't real. None of these sales are real. You're not saving any money unless you're going directly to the manufacturer and on their website.
Anyway.
And even then, a lot of the times you're not saving any money.
Yeah.
They're inflating prices. You're getting shammed. You're getting scammed. You're getting rammed.
Go to the Wayback Machine just so you can validate these claims. There's also plugins, but I could get none of them to work. So you don't have to put forth so much manual labor. I just could not get them to work.
So, yeah, it's a total scam. I just don't call it a sale.
No.
But if it gets people to buy more stuff, I don't know. But they're going to buy it anyway for Christmas.
They're not. It's a bad year. people aren't buying stuff. Inflation.
I just read the opposite. I read that people are spending a lot of money this year.
I read that. Well, I don't know.
It's all fake.
We've read different headlines. I read it's a very, 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 very bad time for retailers and the people alike.
Well, Target would have you think it's a bad time for them.
Why?
I went into a Target, so I needed socks because I don't know what happens to those things. It's the old classic, where'd my socks go? It's real.
It's cliche, but like, where did they go?
Where the hell did my socks go?
Yeah.
So I'm like panic looking for socks before I'm going to the gym. And I'm like, I'm going to go to Target and just buy some socks.
Yeah.
Real quick and be done with this. So I go to Target, I go inside, and I don't go into Target a lot. I don't. So I go inside, I walk, and I'm noticing something in the Target. And that is that it feels like I'm in a jail, like I'm in a prison. There's so many things locked up behind these glass cages.
Everything.
And it's basically anything that isn't food is locked away. Just walls of glass cases with little signs that say, "We'll help you. Ask us to unlock Band-Aids." Like, you can't do that, Target.
No.
And we're not even like in a bad neighborhood.
No. That's the part that's like, why are you making me feel this way?
No one is stealing from this Target en masse.
No.
No one is, groups of people aren't going in there and just wiping out all the toothpaste.
I mean, electronics, fine. No problem. Lock them up. But I went in there for, what, shaving cream? Shaving cream. And I had asked the guy, but then he's pressuring me because it's a bad dynamic for me. I'm a person that doesn't want to inconvenience other people. So then he's like, "Can I help you?" And then I'm like, "I don't know what I want to buy yet." But then I don't want him to have to go away and then come back. So then I'm just like, "Yeah."
I don't want them to inconvenience me.
Well, everyone loses.
Everyone loses. It's like, Target, you don't want people to steal from you? Well, guess what? No one's buying from you now.
And so that makes up for the money lost from potential steals that aren't even happening.
So I walk in, I see everything's locked up, and guess what I'm never going to do? Push a button and ask someone to unlock Hanes socks. Because then they're looming over me, and I'm like, can I look at some other socks maybe? And then they have to sit there and babysit my sock decision making. No way. So what did I do? I turned around and I walked out. And you want to know why? Because I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna shop where everything is locked up. Like toothpaste, socks, and hair care, a small percentage of people steal. And we're not in the ghettos. So take all of the glass down or I'll buy it from Bezos. So because they've done this, I will literally never go into a Target again for the rest of my life anywhere in the world except for Target Optical because they have all my information.
She's so nice.
And they're very nice
We have a hookup. We have a hookup at Target Optical.
She loves you. But other than that, I'm not going into Target again. You hear me?
Go in there to buy glasses and turn around and leave.
So, yeah.
I liked your song.
All right, well, now it is time for our favorite segment, and that is Guess What We Saw. So I'm just loading up the guesses. Luckily, this song is very long.
It's quiet, but I can still feel it in my loins.
All right.
What?
We have two new guesses.
Yay!
All right, so
Amazing.
thank you so much for guessing. This is our favorite thing that you could possibly do for us next to calling us. We'll get to that if you ever call us. But you've guessed what we saw. Here's the deal. We saw something, and if you can guess what it is through a process of elimination, listening to each episode to learn from guesses and try to make your subsequent guesses informed by the previous guess's answers, then if you can guess what we saw, you'll win a $500 gift card.
Yeah. A Visa one.
A Visa gift card.
You gotta specify.
And not just a gift card to 9 West.
Bass Pro Shops.
All right. So.
Oh, we say how many we've seen.
We have seen this. How many have we seen?
I tallied it.
Because okay, how many
26.
did we see? We've seen 20.
26.
We've seen 26.
All right.
All right. So, the first guess comes from David. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
I love you.
We love you.
We both love you.
Love you.
David asks, do you need local knowledge, i.e. to be in Salt Lake City to guess what you saw?
Ooh.
The answer, David, to your question, do we need local knowledge to be in Salt Lake City to guess what you saw, i.e. would I see this in the city that I live in? The answer is, so the IE, I don't know what to do here.
Why?
Because we have to answer yes, no, or sometimes. And the question is, do you need local knowledge to guess what you saw?
Yeah.
And then in parentheses, would I see this in the city that I live in?
Yeah.
This is sort of 2 questions.
No.
Well,
IE
so the first,
rephrased.
hang on. Okay, so after deliberating, we have discussed, because the first part of the question would be answered differently from what is in parentheses.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the parentheses and only use it to serve as an example for the first part of the question.
To inform the question.
So we will not be answering the parentheses, the IE part of the question. We will only be answering the first part of the question.
Yeah.
So, do you need local knowledge to guess what you saw? And the answer is no. No.
Definitively no.
You don't need local knowledge.
Mm-mm. None needed.
Borderless.
You could be not here and you could know. You could, yeah.
So there you go, David.
Very definitive answer.
The second question comes from Jack.
Jack?
And Jack asks.
Is this his first guess? Have we had a Jack before?
No, thank you, Jack, for guessing for your first
Jack.
time.
Wow,
Thank you.
we should have a song for that.
We can. Jack, as a first-time guesser, we'd like to sing you a song. Thank you for guessing what we saw. Thank you for asking a question. A question is a guessing, and you're guessing a question, so you asked it and you sent it in. Thank you. Okay.
David and George have asked multiple questions, and they never got a celebration. That song extends to all first-time guesses.
Yeah, I don't want to make promises.
Retroactive.
It's just exciting because at this point,
It's
you know,
exciting.
we are 11 episodes in.
Yeah.
And to have a new guesser brought into the family of guessers is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
And David, you're my favorite.
Number one preferred.
It's kind of like with kids.
Yeah.
You know, like every parent has their favorite kid.
They love them equally.
Yeah, it's like, and I wish that families would just be honest about that.
Yeah, it would help you know where you stand.
Right. Like family meeting, everyone sit down. So I just wanted to clear something up. We love you all equally.
So much.
All 3 of our children, your mother and I, we love you all the same, and we would do anything for any one of you. but we do have a favorite, and we like one of you more. Mark, we are we like you more.
You're our
we
favorite.
love you the same. We like you more.
We like you the most.
If we were to get a beer with one of you,
it would be Mark every time.
Every time. Or in this case, David. Thank
David's
you.
our preferred child, but we love all our children.
But Jack sent in a guess, and that guess is it something that could reasonably be assumed to be able to be seen 50 years from now if the world doesn't fall into a cataclysmic oblivion?
What a great question.
Great question.
And very poetic.
I would say, hang on. So after much deliberation, we have decided unequivocally that almost by definition, the answer is yes.
Yes, it would.
If another 50 years goes by, you'll still see this thing that we saw. And you'll always remember that you guessed. That was right at the end. That you guessed what we saw.
Thanks, David and Jack.
So yeah, thanks for guessing.
Yay!
And just to check, I know that this isn't
But
likely.
we checked.
It's highly unlikely that this would have happened, but it's possible that we got a voicemail from and we didn't.
I've wondered if we should open. I don't want to. If we should open Instagram, because people are voice shy. If they send a message and then you read it as if you were them.
I want to talk to them. I want to hear them talk to us.
Yeah.
It makes it more
Maybe
personal.
they're scared of ridicule.
You won't. We're not going to be like, "Ha ha, you suck, you piece of shit."
Yeah, you'll become. We love you. If you call us, nothing can go wrong. We would never scold a caller
No, never.
unless they were racist or something.
Then we would.
Then
yes.
we'd be like, yes.
If you are racist or you support communism,
Ugh.
which at this point that's good to do, right?
Yeah.
Communism's good now.
Sure. Why not?
Okay, so we would not.
We would.
Okay, if you were supporting capitalism, we would say, "Fuck you, you piece of
Yeah,
shit."
we probably like Black Friday and think that they're real sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hate you.
So,
Short of that, just don't call and say you're a capitalist
or a racist.
or racist.
All right.
Not to backtrack to beach life, but part of beach life, I was in a wonderful place. I started crying because it was so beautiful, and then
Brought you to tears.
it brought me to tears, and then I started crying because I was like, "I wish Shakespeare was here." But then I found peace because I was like, "It's a circle of life." I'm so grateful that I was able to be with him, and I was in a very healthy, good place. And then we come home to this box, which is not. We can't let them know where we live.
Cover the address.
Is it covered?
Yeah. So, yeah, we come home to this box.
Which is not very subtly labeled.
Like, why do they need to put that on there?
I guess they can't zoom in, but can you see it? I don't know. Airplane?
Goddamn airplane. See, this is why we got to get out of the city.
Yeah.
You got these. You can't have a thought without a plane flying over you.
Or a car crashing into this
A telephone pole.
telephone pole.
While a plane is flying over, filming it
Yeah.
for the news. So they
Always
can
the news.
make us worry about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we get home and there's this box.
There's this box. It says important. This package contains cremated pet remains. If you have received this package in error, please call blah 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 so we may quickly get this pet home to its beloved owner. I don't know how to feel about that label.
Like, just say fragile, handle with care.
Because, Because presumably if someone got that package and they saw a good person would be like, oh my God, we must reunite this person with,
Sure.
But what if you get a porch thief who is highly cynical and sinister and wants to get back
And
to
just
the world?
opens it up and
And just
throws it in the
shits
air
on it,
and
yeah.
dances in the wind with it.
because they're like mad I have a package or something. You know, if I feel like it's bad to have it labeled because you get the wrong person and they would take delight in ruining your life.
Right.
So I don't know how I feel about that being labeled, but we got him back in this cedar box, and I'm just going to do a little show and tell because some people might not know what it looks like.
So when your dog passes on to the nether life, you're sad and you're devastated and you don't quite know what to do, and then they bring you all these papers.
Oh, before he's dead.
Before he's
on
even
his
died.
deathbed.
They're like, "Oh, you have to kill your dog today. By the way,
Before
we're gonna
we
let
bring
you
him
be.
in."
We're gonna let you be sad for like 20 minutes, and then we're gonna bring you all these papers."
They brought these in before they brought him to us while he was alive.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
So we're just like super sad.
And everything's like super expensive.
You're like bawling, and I'm
Yeah.
just like I've all these papers, and I'm like,
you don't want to like bother me because I'm having a hard time.
Right.
But then like you don't want to make it unilateral.
so I just got everything.
Yeah. Mixed results.
Sure.
But this box is nice.
The box is nice.
Although I feel like it's so weird. Like I feel like his ashes got on. Like it came like this.
Yeah.
So I licked it. No.
Yeah, so the box, it comes with a cedar box. If you're listening on the podcast, there's a cedar box, and you open that up, and there's a velvet bag covered in dust, which is, I'm hoping, Saxby.
If I'm honest.
Like, best case scenario, that's Saxby. Worst case scenario, that's another dog.
Or just nothing.
Or nothing. Or just dust.
Honestly, this is lighter than Cosette. I don't know if I'm going to weigh them because he was significantly heavier than she was.
That's true.
And she was burned with a blanket.
That's
more mass.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
They might have burnt her with it.
They probably didn't. This is what a dog looks. I think it's so funny they put the last name as it like, you know what I mean?
As if it has legal ramifications?
Yeah. It's like Saxby. Like, but this is the dog. But we don't, and it brings me great comfort. Look at this. Look at this cheap. Look at this.
Yeah, it's just like falling apart.
But it's like I get this and I'm like, there's my dog and it feels nice. But no, yeah, we don't know if it's another pet. We don't know if it's dirty flour.
It could just be they go to the landfill, shovel a truck full of bullshit, and burn it.
Yeah. We don't know, and it brings us comfort anyway, in which case, does it matter if anything is authentically anything anyway?
If you don't know,
because if I think this is my dog,
if you think that's your dog and it's
is.
not, who is hurt?
Yeah, how am I gonna find out unless
they like show you video?
Yeah, and they're like, ha ha ha!
Look what we did. We tricked you.
We tricked you and put a cat in here. Yeah.
It could be him. It hopefully is.
Hopefully is, but we'll never know. And it's like, I don't know. I think there's something to that.
Bless you.
I haven't even had soda today. It was like one time I made a Facebook page for Karl Malone. I don't even think I did it as like to be tricky.
You weren't trying to pose as Karl Malone.
Like I did in that I like filled it in with his details.
With his name.
Right. And like he went to whatever college. If I don't know because I don't trust my memory, but I'm pretty sure I did not set out to be like, because I wouldn't even think that's an option that people would ever believe me. So I think because I do QA, so I do testing, I think I made a fake Facebook profile and I just filled it with Karl Malone details. But then people started thinking I was Karl Malone, and I had so few. I had like dozens of friends maybe, and I wish I'll look through the screenshots. Maybe I have something on a drive somewhere because like the people turned against me. They got mad and they tagged his real wife, and she like was like, Karl doesn't have social media. This isn't real, calling you like this isn't real. And well, that's when I got shut down.
Did you like make posts as him?
I must have done something because what else would they be commenting on? I wish I could remember. I'm going to ask my friend with the memory, unless that was a different era. But someone messaged me, like this nice lady messaged me and was like, my son's your biggest fan in the world, and it would mean a lot to me if you could sign a basketball and send it to him. And I was like, God, like I am the biggest asshole.
You should have just done it.
But that was the moral dilemma. It's like, does it matter? Like if I look at, because you can look up his signature. And I was like, if I signed it with a Sharpie, then that kid think he has a sign.
And it's not like you're selling it. You're just doing a nice thing.
And then
if you were selling it, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's bad and illegal.
But if you're just giving a son a fake autograph.
And then he just thinks Karl Malone signed it. Does that hurt anybody? So I don't know. All of it, nothing matters. And that's like the whole economy, right? And everything has artificial value that has been assigned to it. It just doesn't have intrinsic meaning, which I feel like NFTs are the ultimate manifestation of that concept.
Absolutely.
Which I was... Do you know what Ape Fest is?
Ape Fest?
Ape, like a monk, like
Ape Fest.
Ape Fest.
No, I don't.
You don't. Well, do I have a... I was supposed to be an easy segment, but then I went down the rabbit hole. Ape Fest is the festival of people that are in the Bored Ape Yacht Club. They purchase a token to be a member, and Ape Fest is a festival.
What is a token?
Just a member. They pay money to be a...
Okay.
Or
Got it. I just didn't know if token had like cryptocurrency connotations.
I don't know how it works because you have to own one of them, or I don't. The point is this is a get together for NFT people, okay, in Hong Kong. So people flew across the world, and these are like rich people because the cheapest one is 10,000, but most people have spent hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars on their stupid ape avatar. So the punchline is the joke of all. It's way down the line, but I'm going to take you on the journey of where I went today.
Okay.
Because I wanted context to everything, and then it just kept going into crazy places. On one of our episodes, we talked about NFTs, and you're like, if you can't describe it in a couple sentences, then...
Elevator pitch. Yeah.
Then what is... So I had... Basically, today was me asking ChatGPT questions and then saying, okay, can you rephrase that like I'm 12 on everything? So, for those who don't know, such as myself, NFTs are like unique digital stickers you can buy, sell, or trade, and they're special because they use blockchain technology, which is a secure way to prove each one is one of a kind. Take the Bored Ape images as an example. They are digital pictures of cartoon apes, each unique. When you buy a Bored Ape NFT, you are buying a digital certificate saying you have the original version of that ape. However, owning a Bored Ape NFT doesn't mean you own the picture, like owning a drawing. It's like owning a signed baseball card. You have the special original version, but you can't claim rights to the image or make copies of it. The value comes from having the original verified by the blockchain. So that's an NFT. Then we have Bored Apes, which are a collection of these, right? Made by a company called...
Very popular.
Very popular.
They just look like what's that cartoon band?
Gorillas.
It just looks like the Gorillas.
Which is to say it's very ugly.
Bored Ape looks just like the Gorillas.
Yeah.
It looks like one of the band members.
And it's really ugly. Like, I don't want to own... I hate the art style.
Yeah.
There's 10,000 of them, which to me, like, is that really exclusive anyway, if there's 10,000 of them? So I went on this rabbit hole, if you share my screen. There's a man named Max Reed Max. He is a journalist, and he's talked about the celebrity NFT complex. So all these influx of celebrities that suddenly are like in an NFT. This is an old story. New to me because I don't follow anything. The end is relevant.
This is like a year. This is almost 2 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't know any of this, and maybe people didn't. I don't care because I don't know if you know.
I did not. I don't know anything about this.
So it's like, what is Paris Hilton? Like, does Paris Hilton and NFT usually go together?
Hand in hand? Yeah. I don't think of Paris Hilton when I think of NFTs.
No.
Yeah, I jumped in.
So here she is on. How do I make her big? How do I make it big? Sorry.
It's fine. It'll probably get like ID'd.
Really?
But if it's small, maybe it won't. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, here is Paris Hilton on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I jumped in.
I know, I heard. I'm so happy I taught you what they were.
You did. You taught me what's up, and then I bought an ape.
I got an ape too because I saw you on the show with people. And
Oh
you
my
got a
God.
mooncase, so I went
Yeah.
and I copied you and did the same thing.
You did? Mm-hmm. This is your
mine.
ape. Are we debuting?
It's really cool. Like the hat, the shades.
They applaud.
Now what?
They applaud.
This is disgusting.
It's horrible. And they applaud when they see her ape.
Well, because have you been to a talk show, like a live talk show recording?
Yeah.
You know how they have like the prep guys and then there's signs. They're not. The audience isn't just like of their own accord. Like, wow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like they're told to applaud.
Yeah, they coerce you into clapping.
And this is so obviously a commercial.
Like, not even a little subtle.
Like, you taught me what these are. And she's like, I taught you what they are.
Yeah, like,
It's like, no.
even if they didn't have the printout or, like, it just, when we know what you're doing.
This is a commercial.
This is a commercial.
This is a gold salesman commercial.
And it's not believable. Like, and she's a savvy business, but she doesn't know what they are. She's not like
No.
an NFT
Bro.
lady.
Yeah.
She's not a bro. So I will continue this to the roaring applause.
You pick because you can pick your ape.
Yes, I was going through a lot of them, and I was like, I want something that like kind of reminds me of me, but this one, it does. I think we made like another.
It doesn't resemble her at all. It's wearing a hat. That's its defining.
I was going through all of them.
Yeah. all
Because there's a
10,000.
lot. And I wanted something that reminds me of me.
Yeah.
And it does. That's what she said.
Yeah.
So she's doing a commercial for NFT the Bored Apes. She's doing a commercial for the NFT Bored Apes. And it's
Yeah.
not even a good one.
It's not a good one. If she got one with like blonde hair or something, it's like that has nothing to do with you, but you're just saying it.
You're just saying that.
Just saying it.
version of it where he takes the hat off and blonde hair comes out.
Oh, it's hiding
Yeah,
the
'cause you
hair.
can do now whatever you want.
Animated version.
We're part of the same. We're part of the same community. We're both apes.
I love it.
Here's this is my ape.
Yours. Yours is so cool. I love the red heart sunglasses. I love the captain hat.
It reminded me of me a little bit because I wear striped shirts. I've worn these heart sunglasses because my daughters, just as a joke, they have them.
Like, what a stretch. Like, I own stripes, and I've worn glasses like that once. It is me.
And as a joke, I put them on. So I've done this. And I love yacht rock and being breezy. So I'm like, yeah, that kind of, and I like the blue. Dude, look at us.
They look like they could be friends.
They're buddies.
So here's my impression of what happened. What's the company behind Bored Ape?
Yuga Labs.
So Yuga Labs, they're like, okay, we're gonna get Paris Hilton in on this. They got her. We're getting Paris Hilton on Fallon so she can talk about the NFTs and hype them up and sell them. And so now they're at the point where Fallon is meeting with what was it called? Yuga Labs?
Yuga Labs.
Fallon's meeting with the Yuga Labs people. And he's like, okay, so here's what we're going to do. We got you this ape. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold up this print of your ape and you're going to list out all the reasons why you picked this ape. And same Paris, you're going to list out all the reasons why you love this ape and you pick this ape and just make up anything for why it would mean something to you, okay? And so then Fallon gets on air and he's like, I didn't think about this beforehand at all.
He clearly didn't.
I have striped shirt. I wore heart glasses. Yacht rock. That's me. Ha ha ha. That's what happened.
She had less of a plan.
She had less of a plan.
She's just like, reminds me of me, the most nondescript ape. But she's like, it's hiding blonde hair. Okay.
You made that up 10
made
seconds
that
ago.
up.
You made it up.
Yeah.
You made it up and you said it on television. This is a commercial.
Yes.
So
this Max Reed Red guy does a great no. He does a great thing. I'm just going to show you this. It's not going to make any sense to you, but he took the time to like make this like how everyone's connected chart, which I really appreciate. So he sent me on a journey. So we have Paris Hilton and Jimmy Fallon. Then Madonna posts. She's like, I finally entered the metaverse, which it's not the same thing. and it's like ... comma ... my very own capital ape. Thanks, Moonpay. We all need protection from evil eye. So like she has no idea what she's talking about.
No, she doesn't.
Like
I finally entered the metaverse. That's Facebook.
Yeah. My very own ape.
My very own ape. Thanks, Moonpay. We all need protection from. What is protection from evil eye?
I don't know.
Is that just because the ape has eyes on it?
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway.
So that makes nothing sense. Gwyneth Paltrow is just like, join Bored Ape Yacht Club, ready for the reveal. Thanks, Moonpay concierge. Then Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins isn't just at home playing piano. Sorry, I need to put WD-40 in that. He's not just playing piano, being all cute. I don't know if you've seen his Facebook.
Oh, yeah, it's very
But he just plays piano and he's so cute.
It's really lovely.
But he's not like, at this stage in life, at my age, all I can think that I need is my children, my family, and an NFT to complete my spirit.
Zero chance.
He's not thinking those things.
He's not.
He didn't think about it once. He doesn't even know what it is. Somebody told him to say that he knows what it is. But if you stopped Anthony Hopkins on the street right now and said, hey, Anthony, hey, Tony, what's an NFT? He would say, my favorite chicken, and walk off. Because he doesn't know. I'm sorry. So Anthony Hopkins tweets, ahopkins.eth?
Yeah, I just noticed that. I don't...
Okay.
Like his Twitter handle is like an Ethereum, not Ethernet. His tweet says, I am astonished by all the great NFT artists jumping in to acquire my first piece. Any recommendations, Snoop Dogg, Jimmy Fallon, or Reese Witherspoon? Then Reese Witherspoon says, just bought my first NFTs. I am learning so much. Would love to know about amazing women creating NFTs. Talk to me, #crypto Twitter. So there's this influx of celebrities
that are obviously coordinated attacks on the common folk.
Specifically Bored Ape, right?
Yeah.
Just Bored Ape. Right. So I'm like, what the hell is... Because they don't know anything. Like...
No.
They don't know anything. What is this? So through my learnings, there's tons of celebrities, so these aren't the only ones, but they all have something in common. Most of the celebrities promoting the Bored Ape movement are all managed by the same agency, which is the Creative Artists Agency, who's like massive. They represent 3,000 actors and musicians and stuff. Super slimy, like garbage. They're like getting sued right now. Well, they're sued for a lot of things, but they're like very complicit with like Weinstein, because like 8 of their guys got complaints from their clients, like this guy's, sexual assault predator or whatever, and then they're like pressure them to cover it up, don't speak out about it. They push them to get roles knowing he was a predator, not telling them. So like one of the actresses suing is like, they knew he was a predator, and then she gets sexually assaulted, and it's like just super gross. And then they have all these corruption and fraud things. But I didn't know, like, there's a lot of private equity money in these creative agencies. That's hard for me to say for some reason. But there's like hundreds of millions of dollars invested, and they want their money back, right? They need to get a return, and they need new revenue streams outside of like music and movies. So other than like what the actors are already doing, they want to make more money. So CAA, the agency, is invested in Moonpay, which is like a company that does the payments. I don't know if you noticed all those tweets.
I saw them on Madonna's tweet. Yeah, Moonpay.
So Moonpay is like a site that helps you, so you don't have to like get a wallet. You can just buy crypto with like your credit card, so it makes it a lot easier for the normals. And then there's OpenSea, which is an online market for NFTs.
It's an NFT marketplace, yeah.
Yes. So those are 2 things that CAA, the agency, is massive investors in. Then there's this big Hollywood agency guy named Guy O'Sierre. He works for CAA. He's the manager of tons of big celebrities, but he's also represents Yuga Labs, who we spoke of earlier.
Yeah.
Who makes Bad Ape Yacht Club is a lot to say. They just say Basie.
Bored Ape Yacht Club?
Why, I don't even know what I said. Did I say bad?
You said bad.
It was Bad Ape. BAC is the acronym we use. So this guy Osieri manages BAC. So he has like this multi-billion-dollar NFT company that he represents, and he manages Madonna and all these. So all the actors I mentioned earlier are like his clients in this whole sphere. So like he has incentive and drive to like push them to promote these Bored Ape NFTs. So then you get headlines like Bieber buys an NFT Bored Ape for $1.3 million. And that makes it seem like it has value, right? And it's interesting and cool and relevant. And so then people think it has value and they deny it. But like MoonPay, because the thing about the blockchain is it's a public ledger. So you can track the things that happen.
Right.
So
Clearly,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. So like the MoonPay employees are like, they didn't even buy the Bored Apes, like they were gifted. So they like sponsor it, right? So Justin Bieber didn't spend $1.3 million, but they get the headline of like, look how valuable this asset is and how cool it is. He spent this
They
money.
spin it as like Justin Bieber buys NFT worth $1.8 million.
Yeah.
He didn't buy it for that much money.
Right, because he didn't buy it. Like, so they do that, and it's just highly unethical because it's like total shit, horrible investment.
Yes.
So it's just like these horrible like incentives. So you have those, a bunch of them are pressured by their agency, which is like a dark part of being a celebrity, right? You're like managed by third parties, whatever. But then the other ones are straight up investors in MoonPay. So this is an whatever article from MoonPay that says all these 60 high-profile investors are backing us $87 million. So all these are celebrities that have invested in MoonPay. We have Anthony Kiedis of Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is super weird. Ashton Kutcher is like super into all of this. Also, like Reese Witherspoon's husband is one of the top agents of the agency. But you have all these people that might be big, and I just don't know who they are. Bruce Willis.
Really, Bruce Willis can't even talk.
Right, yeah. Oh.
So he's got aphasia.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a Disney movie.
That sounds like
It sounds like a nice time.
Yeah, it sounds like
Bruce Willis has aphasia. Oh, great. That's a great role for him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They need a different name. Drake and not Adele. I don't know. Eva Longoria, Gal Gadot? I don't know. James Corden, who you love.
My favorite person to have ever appeared on television is James Corden. When I see him, I smile.
And he's being sarcastic. Lil Baby is a big player on this. I have no idea who that is. Matthew McConaughey, Mindy Kaling, Paris Hilton, Paul George, Post Malone, Questlove, Shailene Woodley, Shay Mitchell, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's invested in all of these companies. Steve Aoki, the Chainsmokers, The Weeknd.
The Chainsmokers. The band. Because they're a band, right?
Yeah.
The band of Chainsmokers is invested in this. Okay.
Yeah.
The Weeknd, yeah.
So
So
you
a lot of celebrities are invested in MoonPay.
Yeah. So then you have like, they're all like trying to make it relevant, and like Reese Witherspoon is super into, I can't remember the name now, but there's like a women focused NFT group that
There probably isn't now.
there is.
Today there is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's her Hello Sunshine they're like gonna make movies and shows like inspired by the NFTs. So they're like trying to make it like transcend, I don't know if that's the right word, but just in culture, like Eminem and Snoop Dogg did some sort of music Bored Ape thing at the VMAs. And then this is the one I thought you would like.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. So to our listeners, Post Malone is smoking a cigarette, looking
Like he's in Mad Men. Which, first of all, Post Malone has never sat in a room like that in the dark, smoking a cigarette by himself, buying the Bored Ape NFTs.
Yeah, so he's like, and looks so fake on his screen.
Clearly superimposed.
Yeah, like the beginning of this music video is like the MoonPay logo, and then he's buying a Bored Ape NFT. Like, and do you want to know what that song is about? Because I'm like, how does this even tie in? As you can imagine, it doesn't tie in at all. I looked up on this Nicki Swift website the true meaning behind the songs. It's just the songs about like ex-girlfriends just like griping about exes, and it's like let me see.
The only way I get over my ex is buying Bored Ape NFTs. I get over my broken heart by buying Bored Ape NFTs. NFTs on MoonPay. This is not a commercial. Bored Ape NFTs, MoonPay. Yeah.
That would have been a more honest intro. At least to try to weave it into the narrative of the song. Yeah, it's all about, it's just like very moving lyrics. Don't call me baby.
I get, like, while something's happening, it's hard to really fully realize, like, oh, wait, this is a commercial.
Right.
This is fake. They're trying to trick me.
Yeah.
It's hard to realize that in the moment.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where you look back. Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking back. And how true. Good job, Steve. But looking back, it's so clear what's going on here.
Disgusting. Sorry. Yeah.
So what do we have, Sari?
No, I'm sorry. There was a horrible picture, but as soon as you changed back, it was gone. Yeah, this just like breaks down the lyrics. It's like Posty brags about getting back at someone. Don't call me baby when you did me so wrong, but I got over what you did already. Body for a body, I'm so petty. And it's just like the Weeknd's bitching about his, like, which is also like such a bitch move. Like, fucking shut up, get over it.
Yeah, be a man, cry alone, and go out in public like nothing ever happened.
Right, but it's like all these like spiteful, like, I've got a woman here and there's another one coming over, so fuck you. And it's like, shut, but like, what does that have to do?
She doesn't care?
She doesn't care. So it's like, what does that have to do with the Bored Ape? The answer, of course, is nothing. But then, again, this shows my cultural ignorance. I think this is a pretty big YouTuber-ish, CoffeeZilla. But his video was fun because he was like trying to figure out how much he got paid to have, because that video has like 108 million views, right? So that's like primo ads space. So he like goes through and looks all the stuff. He finds his wallet address and then big transfers at that time. And then he sees it's $750,000, which to me actually doesn't sound like that much, but I guess it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. He does the math, and it's $134,000 per second, whereas a Super Bowl commercial is $183,000 per second. So it's like, for the same price, you could have gotten a Super Bowl ad. But yeah, Post Malone's an investor in that company, so it's like very self-serving. But him, like, there's so many celebrities in this class action lawsuit that's like,
there should be, because what they're doing is they have persuaded the dumb public, and we're all dumb. Every person is a dumb person, and they're using their celebrity and their influence to persuade people to buy things that have no intrinsic value, under the pretense that it will have even greater value.
Yeah.
So they're basically promoting buying stocks in a company, which is illegal.
Yeah.
It is illegal. That's why on Shark Tank they say this is only to the sharks and not a public offer investment. This is illegal. Okay, sorry.
I loved your song. I love any song about Shark Tank.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like we said, like 95% of NFTs have zero value. They're like a zero ether cap. So they're like, that's 23 million investments that are just literally worthless. But so then I go down another rabbit hole because I'm like, I want to do my own sleuthing. I'm just like, well, what is Justin Bieber? Because it's a public ledger, so I want to see like what
it would be like Jessica Alba doing a commercial where she's just on her phone buying stocks in her company, in her own skincare company? Oh, hi there. Didn't see you there. I was just buying stocks in my own company, which is a wise thing to do because it will pay off with great dividends.
That's exactly what has happened here. So I went, and it took me a long time to figure out what was happening here, because I go to Justin Bieber's NFT profile, which I don't know if it's Justin Bieber himself, right? It's probably not, but it's the account that the NFT was sold to, which is Justin Bieber NFTs. So if you share my screen, this is his collection, which your collection is like art that you've like dealt, like you could have bought and sold it. To me, it should be whatever you own, right?
That's what I would think.
Because,
yeah.
like, what's the point? So it's like anything they've interacted with or had gifted to them. So it's like you could have something for a second, and then it looks like you've owned it. Or, you know, it's just like a random mishmash of bullshit. So I'm like looking at this page to our dear listeners, and there's like this weird heart thing, and then like these horrible anime nonsense. And then I get to like these memes that are like,
Wow, look at that Trudeau one.
yeah, where is that? Yeah. There's a Trudeau one that's like, are you sad we inflated the dollar and now you can't survive? Haha, please face euthanasia.
Okay.
And then there's like a Nancy Pelosi one where she's dressed like a Nazi. And it's like, it is disrespectful to all women to not allow them abortions on Mother's Day. I assume she's dressed like a Nazi, right?
Who knows? Yeah, she's got a swastika armband.
Yeah, so there's like all these like, I was like, what the hell is he doing? Or even his representative doing? So you can send NFTs and the person doesn't have to accept them. They can't even reject them. So like if you go to like Justin Bieber's portfolio of collections, he just has like all this weird right-wing shit and like anime, and he can't not have it there because it just is there. So at some point I would like to do an Oh Yeah Big Time NFT and just send it on.
We can do
gift it
that
to him.
We'll mint an Oh Yeah Big Time NFT.
Yeah. So I briefly have to show you because then I went to Paris Hilton's because she's like very actively in it.
Still.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And she's making NFTs. Yeah, and her username is Paris Hilton 1111. So like this one is like, I spent 6 months making this collage by hand and wanted to turn it into an NFT so it can live on the blockchain forever. This collage captures my perfect love story and it brings me so much happiness. It's my heart turned into art. I waited a lifetime for my love story and now it's here. You can celebrate with me, XOXO Paris. So there's just like this nonsense video and there's like a ton of them. And then like these horrible, I mean, there's 20,000 of these different things. So she's like creating like this. There's a ton of these ones of this like weird little animated, I don't know what that is. So then Madonna has hers and they're actually worth a lot of money. The other ones have like worth nothing, but she is like mother of nature. I just need you to see this.
My journey through life as a woman is like that of a tree, starting from a small seed, always pushing against the resistance of the earth, the endless weight of gravity, scorching heat and pouring rain, and punishing winds. I've taught myself to be supple so that I won't break. While predators pick at my fruit and scrape my bark, saw off my branches.
So that's one of them. They all kind of follow that theme of things coming from the Brigitus.
What is she purporting to have happened? That the earth came from her vagina?
I don't know. That she born the earth, and like the animation's so terrible. This is the mother of evolution.
I don't want to be your mother. I don't want to be your sister either.
So if you're listening to the audio, and we'll have this bleeped, or we'll have this censored on the video. The first video showed a tree growing out of CGI Madonna's, ideal version of Madonna in CGI form. Her vagina had a tree growing out of it.
The big one.
And now ideal CGI version of Madonna's vagina has butterflies
Sprouting butterflies.
sprouting out of her vagina.
And then the mother of technology, last one. Because this one's like so gross.
In my hallucination, I saw my
gross.
beloved's flower garden. In my vertigo, in my dizziness, in my drunken haze.
And in this one, Madonna is laying on the floor of the
I
woods
saw myself as the source of
while
existence.
robot caterpillars
I was there in the
are
beginning,
crawling out of her
and I was the spirit of love.
ideal CGI vagina.
Now I am sober. There is only the hangover.
It's
and the
genuinely
memory of
disgusting.
love, and only the sorrow.
I mean, how is all that fitting in you, Madonna?
I know.
I ask for help. I want
Like the CGI is like
mercy.
pretty shitty, which is very funny.
And my love says, look at me and hear me.
So that's Madonna. Oh, the sentiment. Sorry, very quickly. Mother of Technology takes place in a beautiful forest, depicting the way science can give birth, light into the world, but only if used with the right consciousness. The centipede represents technology, both life-giving force and the dangers of it. The juxtaposition of dark and light. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you made something bad and
You
ugly.
made something bad, but it's sold for. Oh, jeez. That one's worth $273,000, but everything else is worth like $10, like $0. There is not. This is bad. This is a bad market. This all leads. I didn't even mean to go down this rabbit hole. This was all supposed to start with Ape Fest, but then I got behind everything. What is all this, you know? Ape Fest. The whole point of this entire thing is Ape Fest.
Ape Fest is like a conference for
Yeah.
NFT. I'm assuming. Did Madonna go to this?
So I think for some reason it's impossible to find a schedule because I think the last two were in New York and they were like pretty big, and then they released this thing like, I wish I could find it, but the Bored Ape people are like, this is going to be less of a music festival and more like an awkward family reunion or something, which is to say like they have jack shit, like nothing to do there, because they have like this schedule. The schedule for Ape Fest is like just like happy hour,
Badge pickup, happy hour.
main event.
There's a collection. There's a launch of some. There's a main event, and then there's a hangover hang. That's 3 days.
Yeah.
Nothing happens over 3 days.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
So I watched a guy's YouTube video that he went to check it out because he's just like, what the hell is this? This guy talks about how it's just lines. Like there's just so many lines.
To look like Soho in 2016, where you had all the hype beasts lined up outside of the Supreme drop. Well, that's apparently exactly how it was, because it seems like they just tried to make that line as long as possible by the way they structured the entire event. Because they were really quick to bust out like the
So
professional.
there's like not that many people there. I mean, there's like over 2,000 or something, but I think that doesn't compare to the last one. But it's like they film it like, look how many people are here. It's crazy.
Oh, so they set up the line so that it would look super long.
Exclusive and
Right.
whatever. The video's really funny as he describes it, because it's like he gets there, it's like 3 hours to like get registered, and then they have like the tickets themselves are NFTs, so they know how many people are going to be there, but they're like horribly equipped for it. There's like nothing happens. There's just like all these merch drops, which is just like buy shit, right? And they don't have Stripe or any sort of like credit card handling, it's like sort of like swipe.
Right.
So like everyone has to manually type in their credit cards, which is insane to
So
me.
secure.
So secure, and just like an insanely hours long line. And it's not like something went down. That's like the system they had. So it's like crazy. It's a horribly planned event, whatever. But the climax, the whole point of telling this entire thing is that people afterwards kept talking about how their eyes burned and their skin burned and all this stuff, and that they were like having vision loss and went to the ER, all this crazy stuff. So there's like all these tweets which aren't loading, but it's just all these people reporting like it's 4 a.m. I'm in the ER. This is my bill.
So people go to this event and their eyes and skin burn, and then they're in the ER?
Yeah. And they're like, what
Was there like chemical warfare?
Yeah, they're like, what the hell happened? 'Cause someone's like, I think it was the bubbles. And someone's like, maybe it's a disgusting eye prank, which I don't even know what the...
Oh, maybe it's the classic disgusting eye prank.
Like you do.
Maybe.
Yeah. And then someone's like, oh no, like years ago, Hype Beast had like a festival in Hong Kong also. And instead of like installing stage lights, they like installed disinfecting UV lights at this Hype Beast thing. So they're like, maybe that's happened again. That's exactly what happened. They installed a bunch of UV lights.
So they installed a tanning bed.
Yeah. And so there's like,
They made the entire event a tanning bed with no eye protection.
so this is the main culprit of the damage, is like this bathroom.
So they probably wanted black lights.
That's what I was wondering.
They wanted black lights.
And they chose
They
the
wanted
wrong
this to look
ones.
like cosmic bowling.
Yeah.
That's what they're
totally.
going after. And cosmic bowling doesn't burn your eyes out and doesn't give you skin cancer.
Yeah.
This definitely
This
does.
It's like, it's just like this bathroom.
Oh my
Installation.
God.
There's a video at some point, someone's covering their eyes. Like everyone's like in their 20s. It's just like all these rich kids.
Ruined for life.
Yeah. So that's the whole story, I guess. But I thought it was so funny. Like the idea that there would even be this horrible NFT fest to begin with is insane. And then people go and they're being all like rich kids, and then they're like they're blind.
They're blind. They have skin cancer.
Yeah, it's like
But they've got the latest cool NFT.
yes.
So
That's all.
It was
I'm
worth it.
sorry. We went down a whole play. That was a lot.
it was worth it because I never even considered that someone could confuse black lights with a tanning bed.
and
And like the people responsible for giving them these lights weren't like, you're putting these where?
yeah, like
Where are you putting these? Oh, and no.
no. Yeah, the Bored Ape people were like, their statement was like, less than 1% of people were affected. Like, why? Just like, you chose a number.
And even then, that's still very bad.
Right. Yeah, there's like 2,400 people
Only
there.
one kid went blind and got skin cancer. It's fine.
Yeah. So,
Just tell Reese Witherspoon to tweet about moon pies or whatever we're doing. I don't know.
yeah.
So,
Thanks for going down the place with me.
all right. And I guess that's it.
Yeah.
So thanks for tuning in to the podcast
To the
time.
podcast. Hit it.
All right. Well, we'll see you back next time. Thanks.